fires in the midst of record-breaking
Hello, you do. Welcome back to another episode of Dead by Light. For some reason, I couldn't see what it was, but yeah, I'm going to continue playing as a killer. Let me actually see how much stuff I have. Oh, not enough.
It was unreal. It's scary too. One time we were on the boat to go get ice or ice chips, and it was what 30 minutes guys. Less than 30 minutes later, the fire completely engulfed everything.
Authorities telling some people to jump into the lake to escape the fire if they had to.
There was really no warning. The fire just moved so fast, so there was only so much we could do.
The National Guard, using massive Chinook and Black Hawk helicopters, airlifted more than 200 people to safety. Others driving to escape on roads compromised by smoke and flames. The injured transported to local hospitals, some with serious burns.
We evacuated 214 personnel last night. That included 2 seriously injured individuals and then 19 that were lesser injuries that could still walk.
At nearby Bass Lake, the fire moving over a mountain. Time-lapse video shows the smoke rising thousands of feet in the air. The Creek Fire has already burned more than 45,000 acres. Satellite images show its explosive growth.
We know our aunt's house is gone. We know the school is more than likely gone. And our friend's house is gone.
Firefighters battling not just the intense flames, but extreme heat, dry conditions, and difficult terrain.
It is steeper, it is thicker, thicker brush, and heavier timbers.
Nearly 15,000 firefighters are battling at least 23 fires across California, including the El Dorado fire near San Bernardino, which broke out Saturday and has already burned more than 3,000 acres. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, New York.
It's a Labor Day holiday underscored by the reality in America. Millions of people still out of a job, while Arizonans could lose a boost to unemployment payments soon. And it is the definition of no-contact food service. Meet the newest delivery driver on ASU's campus.
Patients have to put every ounce of energy into getting healthy. They can't afford to fight insurance companies. But Martha McSally voted to let insurance companies...
Gonna play one match for Dead by Daylight, then I'll go on, because you did say commercial. No, I said after this one match for Dead by Daylight, I'm gonna kill people.
Asthma, diabetes, women with breast cancer.
That's what I'm gonna kill. None of you will survive. Even you are going to die.
400 jobs to get $15 million from taxpayers. That promise just hot air. Mark Kelly's company barely hired 100 people, nowhere near 400. He kept the money, then asked for more. Mark Kelly in Washington, you kept right in. Universal is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Summer's almost over, and so are the huge savings at the Hyundai Epic Summer Sales Event. But there's still time to score great deals on every SUV and sedan, including more 2020 IIHS Top Safety Awards than Honda or Toyota. Plus, get complimentary maintenance and America's best warranty. Epic Summer Savings, now through Labor Day, only at the Hyundai Epic Summer Sales Event.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, or up to $2,500 total savings on the Sonata or Elantra. Only at your Valley Hyundai dealer.
I'm a retired police lieutenant. I enjoyed helping people. The career was great up until the tragedy in my life. The local gang member murdered my daughter because I was a police officer. It was just a cold-blooded execution. Those folks in uniform put their life on the line every day. They've been talking recently about defund the police. The people who suffer the brunt of this will be minority and the poor communities. Joe Biden is not going to take a stand. He can't do the tough things that need to be done. He's too worried about popularity. If that's his character, he would be easily persuaded by other people. If we don't go with the president we have now, I think we're really in trouble as a nation. Hopefully, that's not going to happen here in America.
Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
All right, check it out. The ultimate in contactless delivery. These are robots Roland ASU. The fleet of 40 robots can deliver food to
think that's gonna
students
shock
on
you.
their Tempe campus. Students just place their orders on the app, restaurants load it in, and boom, robot delivery gets made. The Starship robots are already being used on several other campuses. In fact, we saw them up at NAU when we were up there for their return to in-person learning. Pretty cool stuff. The Phoenix Zoo is preparing to get back open. Members will be welcomed back starting September 14th, opening to everyone else a few days after that. For now, a few attractions will be closed, though, as a way to keep everyone safe and healthy. There is still plenty to see and do, and the animals are ready for guests, that's for sure. After a few months of just seeing their zookeepers, they're ready for a change. Looking ahead, the Phoenix Zoo also announced Zoo Lights is coming early this year, starting November 4th. Let's check it now. The meteorologist Jorge Torres, and Jorge, certainly a hot day for those animals, for all of us. You were saying 113
Come here and die.
degrees today, brutal.
Yeah, Danielle, brutal indeed. Another day, another record high. Our third straight day, in fact, with a record-setting temperature, 20th so far in 2020 as far as record highs. So today we beat the previous record of 111. That was set back just 7 years ago in 2013. And so far in 2020, we've had 37 records.
I'm struggling. That's going to die even more.
Generally lows in the 90s, and then those record highs, including today, yesterday, and the day before that. And of course, it's another 110-degree afternoon. We hit it earlier today, right around 1 o'clock. So it's the 53rd time this year we've had a high at or above 110. Obviously, this is just piling on to this current stretch of excessively hot temperatures. The previous record was in 2011 at 33 days, so we've already surpassed that by 20 days, and we're not done yet. We expect one more day of 110-degree heat, not just here in the valley, but across much of southern and especially western Arizona tomorrow. That's why those excessive heat warnings remain in effect. So, of course, do your part to stay safe. We've done many stories already this holiday weekend of hikers being stranded, essentially, or just not having enough hydration. So, again, that's been an issue. So try to stay inside between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. if possible. And if you have to be out and about during the hottest time of the day, of course, you have to. And keep your pets inside, too, to get hot just like us. But future cast
now die.
changes beginning Tuesday. Tomorrow still bone dry for Labor Day. And then Tuesday, storms are going to pick up quite a few isolated storms across mainly eastern Arizona. But for the rest of the state, a cool down is on the way. Right now, temperatures are in the 90s across the valley, with the exception of Avondale, currently 100 degrees. Tonight, lows down in the 80s. The highs tomorrow climbing up to 111. So one more day of potentially record temperatures. And then finally, cool down is down 104 and windy on Tuesday. And then look at Wednesday onward. Highs in the 90s. In fact, some of the latest computer model runs indicate that Wednesday could be even cooler than what we're forecasting. Highs potentially in the lower 90s and lows in the 60s in parts of the valley.
Well, that, plenty to talk about in the sports world. Cardinals gearing up for week 1 against the Niners. D-back staying on the struggle bus, and Novak Djokovic. What do you do?
Now your turn to die.
News changes throughout the day, so get caught up with ABC 15 on CW61 at 9 for local news on the TV network. ABC 15 on CW61 weeknights at 9. Monsoon season is on the way. Is your roof ready? At Rightway Roofing, we go above industry standards to protect your home. Here's the roofing paper this company uses. And here's what we use. And you won't pay a thing until we're done, and you're happy.
Remember, there's only one way, the right way. Rightway Roofing.
I'm Marjorie Sally, and I approve this message.
At our car lot, they call me the closer. Need to get Grandma to 11? Done. But even I gotta hand it to this Mark Kelly tooth. Invited to shake for Chinese cash, overfilling sick people for rides to the hospital. Hey, need a flashy new watch? But Kelly's got those too. Look, Mark, that's sexist. Mark Kelly will do anything for a buck, and he'll say anything for a vote. Respect.
Yeah, but why do we offer so many active safety features on our Chevy SUVs? Because we're not just engineers.
We have families too.
15% of MSRP cash back on most 2020 Equinox models. That's over $5,700 cash back on this Equinox. Plus, current competitive owners get an additional $750 cash allowance. See your Valley Chevy dealers during the holiday event.
BXG's world-class clubs remain at every skill level and budget. And then even better news, we just make BXG for Euro special pricing sharper than ever.
Get back on the hook. Goodbye.
You might be wondering why me, Little Bob, is hurtling towards the earth at 150 miles per hour. Bob's Discount Furniture is the fastest growing furniture and mattress retailer in the great state of Arizona. With brand new showrooms in Desert Ridge, Glendale, Tempe, Chandler, and more on the way. All those stores to check in on, plus buybobs.com.
Yep. Your turn to die.
Get Bob's Discount online, by phone, in store, by appointment.
Arizona has a shortage of healthcare professionals at a time when they're needed most. Nationally ranked Creighton University is opening a new health sciences campus in the heart of Phoenix, where students will learn life-saving skills. Arizona's finest healthcare professionals come from Creighton.
Different schools, different benchmarks. ABC 15 Mornings has expert what's happening at your kid's school, so you can plan ahead for your family. ABC 15 Mornings, your go-to for education.
Stay up to date on all the latest headlines and stories with the ABC
All right.
15 app.
Your
Streaming
turn.
on these devices 24/7.
ABC 15 Sports, sponsored by Sanderson Ford.
After having the weekend off, the Cardinals start game prep for the 49ers tomorrow morning at team headquarters. The Niners a 7-point favorite in week 1. Today, the Cardinals signing 14 players that were cut over the weekend to the practice squad. That includes former ASU running back DJ Foster and 6th-round pick linebacker Evan Weaver. Akeem Butler not signed to the practice squad. Speaking of practice squads, former Cardinals quarterback Josh McCown will be the oldest practice squad player in NFL history at 41 years of age, joining the Philadelphia Eagles. But get this, they'll continue to live in Texas, make $12,000 per week, and serve as the Eagles' emergency QB. As their virus insurance, Kurt Warner heard the news and said, "What? Sweet. Anyone need a 49-year-old practice squad QB that will live in AZ and come in for emergencies? Let's talk." That sweet game indeed. All right, this not so sweet. Baseball Hall of Famer Lou Brock passed away today at the age of 81. St. Louis Cardinals speedster was the all-time stolen bases leader before Ricky Henderson surpassed his mark. Brock elected into the Hall of Fame in 1985.
Time to die.
The diamond now. Strange day by the Bay. The umpires 5 minutes late to the game. That's why crew chief Bill Miller wore a line drive later in the game. Now, once we got the play ball, Tim Castro led off the game with a home run. D-backs were up 2-0, but they gave up 4 unanswered. 3 Giants home runs. And story of the season continues to be no timely hitting for the D-backs. They are 2-7 against the Giants. They've now lost 15 of their last 17.
I've said it many times, just get your feet anchored in the lower ring and stand fight. Because at some point, I don't know when, but I've been saying it for a long time, and I apologize, I keep coming here saying the same thing every single night. At some point, it's going to get better for us offensively. But, talk is cheap, I get that. And I want these guys to go out there and show them what they can do.
All right, switching gears now. The Coyotes search for general manager to replace John Chaika after their messy split is ongoing. According to AZ Coyotes insider Fred Morgan, they've already interviewed Sean Burke, who spent 12 years with the Yotes as a goalie, assistant coach, and an assistant to the GM. They've also interviewed TV analyst Pierre McGuire, according to Sportsnet. Now, McGuire's track record in hockey isn't very good. Never mind the fact he hasn't been a general manager in the NHL before, and hasn't been involved in hockey outside of broadcasting since 1996. Sure hope this is just the organization kicking every single tire possible and not a serious consideration, because please, Coyote fans have endured enough. All right, onward we go. Lakers Rockets game 2 seen here earlier on ABC 15. It was a game of runs. Lakers jumped out to a huge first quarter lead thanks to Markieff Morris. Wait, what? The former Sun hit 4 threes in a minute and 3.5 span, I should say. James Harden led the Rockets with 27. They came back to take the lead in the third, but Anthony Davis and LeBron James too much. 80 with 34. LBJ, 1 assist shy of a triple-double. Lakers in the series with a 117-109 win. Out east, top seed in Milwaukee avoided a sweep despite losing Giannis to an ankle injury early in Game 4. Chris Middleton with 36 points and a big 3 late in overtime to force a Game 5.
Well, YouTube, this is what I'm going on the video today. Until next time, stay safe from COVID-19 and take care. Bye. Well, let me actually go to...
He's got a 5-shot lead over Xavier Shoffley and Justin Thomas, and a 6-shot lead over John
Wall. Go to Tone
on the track, Kevin Harvick just keeps winning. The number 4 car took the checker to the first Cup Series playoff opener. Darlington Harvick has now won a series best 8 times this season and 57 times in his career. Good enough for 9th best all time. And finally tonight, this was bizarre. Number 1 men's tennis player in the world and tournament favorite, Novak Djokovic, ejected from the U.S. Open after hitting a ball in anger that struck a line judge in the throat. The judges